get ready with me for my little night routine while I talk about everybody's favorite guy, favorite psychologist, Sigmund Freud. But actually, I am going to be talking about Sigmund Freud and one of his theories. His many, many theories. So basically, this is going to be a little bit of a PSA to like parents out there. If you're dealing with a teen with certain hormonal issues, say your teen slammed their door in your face, or walked away when you were yelling at them or something. Or maybe they just do deal with like anxious habits, like biting their nails. That would align with what I'm about to talk about. I can tell you today though that it's not just hormonal struggles. I'm gonna wash my face real quick. It's Freud. Not directly him, obviously, but it is his theory, and it might actually help explain a little bit of what's going on. So, like I said, a little PSA to all parents out there. Have you ever wondered why you can't get your teen to stop biting their nails? Whatever you try, whatever you do, they just continue to bite their nails. It's like a whole thing. Believe it or not, this might be more than just nerves or like a habit. I myself struggle with biting my nails, and something I have come to realize is that, at least according to Freud, I am stuck in the oral stage of his psychosexual theory. When I was younger, it took me forever. Like I used a pacifier way past the age that I should have, and this is because this, so-called oral stage is a time we first learn to self-soothe. Therefore, if there was no resolution during this stage, then falling back on oral habits as a way to cope when under stress is completely normal. Maybe your teen just failed a test or is going through a really difficult breakup or something like that. Ways to resolve this would be finding the same stimulation through healthier ways. Just remember, it might not just be a bad habit. Your teen could be using this as emotional and stress regulation. Now, this same logic applies to so many different situations. For instance, your teen may be indecisive and going through kind of a life crisis. Or, for instance, let's say your teen may be messy, or the opposite. Welcome to the anal stage. Orderliness, cleanliness, and control. That's what this stage is all about. All of these habits can be traced back to how your teen may have handled or dealt with expectations and certain rules when they were a child. For example, potty training. However, punishment may not always be the best route for this. It might be better to try having conversations about the present and what is within their control now. However, teens do need autonomy, much like toddlers when they first started potty training. Back to that identity crisis, the phallic stage is all about identity and relationships. So Freud, everyone's favorite guy, discussed things like the Oedipus complex. Well, okay, let's not get too weird. Basically though, all that matters is that this stage benefits children's sense of self and relationship skills. Speaking of relationships, isn't that terrifying as a parent? The genital stage. It even sounds terrifying. This is where all that stuff from previous stages comes back. So if you thought those stages before were intense, this is absolute chaos. Now, don't let this steer you away or anything. I promise this stage is not going backwards. It's actually progression when you think about it. Teens are kind of carrying their past selves with them, and they're not necessarily just learning who they are, but they're also coming to terms with who they've been. So, though these stages can be pretty difficult to get through, they help shape who we are today. It's best to just be patient, be calm, and mainly be understanding. And if none of that works out, just blame Freud.